Good evening, everyone. So last night we went to Bridgeport, Alabama and did an investigation, and needless to say it was
a very exciting one. A very exciting investigation. I would not have imagined that of all the places we have explored, an abandoned building, several graveyards, a haunted asylum, and one of the most supposedly haunted playgrounds in Huntsville, in all of northern Alabama.
pretty much.
That the place we would have gotten the most activity was an access tunnel underneath a train bridge.
Yeah. So while we were in Bridgeport, we went across. There's like a walking bridge that goes across the river, and there's like a gazebo on the end, and you'll see that at the beginning of the video. Did some stuff there. Didn't really get much, but we got some spirit box things pop maybe. And then him and my sister Presley and her boyfriend Jacob, they all went into an access tunnel under the railroad tracks. Now, that particular time, I do not have the video for that.
You'll have it because I'm sending you some.
Well, okay, so you have a clip.
Yeah.
So he has a clip.
I have some clips I've sent him.
Okay, so those will be in there. You'll see those. And way later on in the night, myself, then Jacob again, and then our buddy Justin. We went back under there. There's actually two different access tunnels under the tracks. Ben and Justin took one of them, and then me and Jacob took the other one because I was going to do some EVP stuff and just see what happens. There's a couple cold spots, really cold spots. It was about an average of 85 degrees inside the tunnels. It was just very humid as well. But then there at one point we were sitting down and the K2 meter just started going nuts. It was going up to the middle. Let me check. I think it's 2. It was going at about 8 milligauss, which is, if you look right here, it's that middle one right there.
There was
there was nothing to cause it at all.
There was a lot of moments where it was I'm working my way forward. Yeah.
Now, after that happened, and I tried to debunk it as, maybe it was vibrating or something, anything.
Because it happened when the train went over us.
Yeah, it happened a lot, because we had a train go over us again later on, and the thing was just going nuts. Now, it could have been vibrations at one point, but
it just kept going.
Even when we were holding it and keeping it steady, and, okay, I can show you. Just holding it here, even small vibrations like that, it won't go off. I mean, you have to really shake it for it to light up, and we weren't shaking that much. I mean, it was just barely. But at one,
this house is haunted, right?
Yeah. My house is haunted, so you can, talk. What an intro! But that's what it was doing. It was doing this right here.
Except going a lot higher than that.
Yeah. It was going all the way to 20 plus milligauss while we was in the train tunnel. And we've got it on video, it's muted, and we're going to narrate that later on.
We don't know what happened. We're still trying to figure out the whole technical aspect of
the briefcase. I had the entire briefcase with me, and this one, it was great.
Oh, let me explain this part. So
you explain this part.
We had asked, we were trying to figure out what the spirit wanted, and we had asked it if it wanted us to leave, because it really wasn't giving us a straight answer.
Oh, Wi-Fi.
And as soon as he asked this question, and I gotta show something real quick. Okay, it has locking mechanisms. Okay, I can confirm that this was locked. As soon as he asked, "Do you want us to go?" it slammed shut. I lost my shit.
He went,
No. I went, no.
He walked away. He was done. He's like, nope, 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 nope.
No,
that was his first true experience. Like the thing going off, it hadn't went off at this time yet. It was going off a little bit, but not. It wasn't going off for the 20 mil ago.
I wouldn't say I'm a non-believer, but I'm on the fence, and I always have been. I've never really been fortunate or unfortunate enough to really see true supernatural activity, and I'm kind of a nihilistic person by nature, so I really don't really care.
He's a little confused now.
Yeah, I mean, and what blows my mind is, I have gone to a very famous haunted insane asylum, which was our past video. I've gone to multiple different graveyards with him. I've gone to Dead Children's Playground, which is the most haunted spot, is supposedly in northern Alabama. Nothing. And I'd never see. I mean, and hell, we even found an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere. We've seen a crematorium, an abandoned school, all sorts of things, and just absolutely had never really seen anything truly interesting.
Like when we was at the asylum, it was fun. It was cool to explore. The school, everything was fun. The crematorium was definitely
a little something.
There was something. You could just feel it. A lot of the areas you could just feel things. But this was the first time, even for myself, as long as I've been doing this, that I really went, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you'll see.
So, what we're going to do later on in the video is we are going to watch the video and kind of describe what you're watching, because, again, we're still trying to figure out the equipment part of things. We're bad with cameras.
So we're going to be watching it
and we're going to narrate
it. That way you can kind of know what's going on as we was knowing.
We hope as we continue to do these projects, we'll get better at it. But for the first couple of videos we're going to be doing, expect stuff like this a little bit.
Yeah, I don't. It's the same camera too, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Maybe you should mark that camera, and we should probably just.
We could use it as just like a surveillance. But anyway, enough of our rants. We're going to go into the video, and then you'll hear us again when we get to the silent part. See you soon.
So yeah.
Alright, good evening everyone. We are at Battery Hill in Bridgeport, Alabama. We're going to do an investigation over the, I guess it's the Tennessee River?
Yeah, roughly so.
Yeah. I honestly don't know a lot about the area, but he does. So I'm going to let him give you a little bit of history on it, and then we'll get right to it.
So pretty much the history of the Bridgeport and all that is Bridgeport actually, back in the day when the war was actually a thing. Obviously, it ain't so much nowadays. But back then there was a rail bridge. Now with that rail bridge, what it was used for was transporting like supplies, munitions, and all that across the lines of Alabama and Tennessee. Well, so with the Union knowing that, they decided to come in and attempt to take it from the Confederates, which they did. And then the Confederates launched a counterattack. Did not work out so well. Many people got slaughtered over, well, pretty much a couple 100-mile rail bridge, but it was the vital turning point in the war. So, Derek, going back to you.
So yeah, we're going to go across the bridge first, be walking across the river, and when we get down to the end, it's like it's kind of like a gazebo, and we will split up from that point. Part of us are going to go in an access tunnel, and then the rest of us kind of hang out in that area, and yeah. With me, other than myself, of course, Justin, I got Ben again, I got my sister Presley behind the pole, my boyfriend Jacob, got the wife with me on the end, can't see her, and then on the other side, behind the camera, I've got Molly and Tanya. And so yeah, let's get going.
Yee!
Let's get to searching. See if we can find the ghost.
There we go. Oh, much better.
If that red thing's not there, it's not recording.
Okay, so it is recording right now.
It's recording.
Yeah.
There's the archway on the bridge, pretty cool.
I don't know if they want to be recorded.
But I don't think they're going to miss anybody surrounding it.
I might duck the camera down, so just edit that part.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to catch people who.
Yeah, go ahead and get this entrance.
You can't really see it, honestly. There we go.
Is it night vision on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh.
but it's just, it's limited in range. Infrared has to bounce off the objects.
Yeah.
No, we're good. Alright, through we go. Here we go, back up. Yeah, you can't really see anything because there's nothing for the infrared to bounce off of.
Okay. Yeah, just close it down. Turn it off.
Wait, so people can sit down once they get it to eat?
Yeah. At daytime, it probably doesn't, you don't think much of it, but at nighttime, you're just like, ooh.
How do you get down there for the thing?
There's an opening in the fence. Somebody ripped the,
That's cool.
right over there. Also, I think I walked right to the web. Alright, we're here.
I mean, there's people seeing stuff here all the time.
Oh yeah, it definitely needs walls or people to pick up on. Jared. Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
So I'm recording. Do you have anything you want to say for the camera? Maybe explain what's going on right now?
Well, I could totally say a few things for the camera. I mean,
Go ahead, dude.
well, no, mine's just jokes. But how about this? It's hot. It's humid. That light's bright in my eyes.
It is.
Hopefully we'll find something. Probably gonna be a few lost souls from the war floating around, but I don't think anything evil's gonna come to us.
I'm part black. I hope they don't get mad at me.
Wait, what?
I'm part black. I hope they don't get mad at me.
No, which, it's actually ironic because the Confederates actually had a lot of African American soldiers that actually eat, sleep, and fight with them. Which is funny because you would think the Union would do that, but they're like, no, you do all this meager crap that we don't want to do, and we're going to treat you like animals. No, the Confederates were like, hey, you stick with us, you fight with us, we're family. That's
Alright. Flashlight.
Thank you.
Flashlight.
Say hi.
Oh, hey, Jacob. Or Ben. Somebody. There we go. Hey,
Hey, I got you some footage of them walking to it and going down into the tunnel, and I caught a cool ass spider web.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah.
Radio on?
Yeah, my
It's a
radio's
fat
on.
spider.
Like this. Anything?
Yeah, I got it.
What, dude?
Okay.
Yep. I'm good.
Oh.
Alright.
Hey, there's a dude walking down here.
Yeah.
I got a camera.
We'll do some EVP and K2 real quick.
Hey, does this bandolier clip work on the back, or is there a special way to push it?
Huh?
The bandolier?
I just usually clip it on my belt.
What do you have?
Around the pants.
Oh, okay.
There we go. That works.
Who's ready to get spooky?
camera off. Film Wars.
Good? Yep, he's good.
Is it on?
It's shining that, the IR light right in the camera.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, to get invisible laser beams.
What is it?
Alright. So, we're going to do some spooky stuff.
Okay.
Spooky stuff. The flashlight's off, and you know how that works, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
I do want to get something. What's up?
Please.
We'll do some stuff as a group, and I'll let some people by themselves. If there's anyone here that would like to speak with us, you're welcome to have a conversation. We're here to talk. You can tell us your name. You check the temperature kind of around me over here.
Yeah, good. That's normal. Putting it about 79 to 80. Yeah, it's dropping a little bit. That's right about there. It didn't drop much, about 2 degrees.
Is there anyone here that would like to speak with us? Is that you? Right after right there. Right after I. Is that you?
That wasn't it.
Is that you?
No.
Did you hear it? Right after I asked my question.
Is there anyone here that would like to speak with us?
Fucking crazy.
Do what?
I did hear that.
Sorry, I don't know what it was then.
My bad. Here, let's go over this again in a minute. We're going to do it slowly. Oh, you're there.
What? That looks like this.
What's like this?
There we go.
Is anyone here that would like to talk to us? You can talk to us through this box I'm holding. Okay. Was that you that just said something? Can you say something again? What is your name? What is your name? That last one was something. Sounded like fake 3D. Did what?
That is like kidding me or something like that.
Huh? Yeah. Are you a Native American? No. That's what I... What tribe are you from? That was over a lot of things. Why are you still here? Can you tell us where you're standing? Where are you at?
Yeah. I can't see the camera numbers. Yeah.
Not the
I was trying to get it.
Who wants to chill here by themselves for a minute? Alright, do you want to use the spirit box or the horse quarter? Spirit box.
Does she need this?
Yeah,
Oh, that.
well, yeah, you can use that one.
Okay. Make sure to ask if there's soldiers. They look cute.
Got a we're just gonna
Okay.
walk back that way and then...
Good luck.
Hey, if you need anything, just yell really loud.
I will.
Yeah. Oh, here. Here's one.
That'll work.
Hey, I kept getting cold breezes. What did you feel?
It's a little creepy.
A little creepy?
Yeah.
Mama? Do you feel anything going on? Talk it, then. Everybody enjoying this stuff so far?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Stop here in this movie. I'll go to the camp see if I can find anything floating around. Is there any spirits right here that would like to talk to us? Tell us your name.
Hey, Justin, that guy's coming over.
Is there any spirits right here that would like to talk to us?
Very good.
She's gonna freak out.
Hey, walk here.
Hey, sir. Yeah, we're recording up there. Sorry. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We just heard about it, so we're checking it out. Yep.
See if we can't find a few Yankee or Southern Suns floating around.
Right. Born and raised here. We know this particular bridge we're standing on was well up flash in the Civil War. Check it out. Look out for it. Right there on Battery Hill. Here when I was little, believe it or not, this town is a hotbed for paranormal activity. Just don't believe it.
Well, Bridgeport was one of the vital turning points during the war with the rail bridge, especially across from Alabama to Tennessee.
We're a booming little old town back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Movie theater, stage shows, dinosaurs, stores.
I'd know if you dive a little deeper back in them woods there, you probably find a couple of mansions they built up back in the day.
Oh, yeah. There's quite a few cannon balls up underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Molly, you want to go back there by yourself?
I don't know.
Not really?
Yeah. How was
You want
it?
to go by yourself?
Yeah, fine.
See the spirit box?
Good luck.
Turn it on?
Do not.
Okay.
It was alright when you guys started talking on the walk, and I was like, what? It scared the crap out of me. What to do with Prince, right?
No. Okay. Ben was really wanting a train to go over while they was under it.
Then he tried to ask me, I was more worried about your sister.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll be hurrying up if they hear coming.
Yeah, I don't.
Alright, so it's on. Hold this button right here down, sweep forward. Okay. And I'll start doing its thing. Power up there. Okay. Power button on the left. Turn that on, turn that one on. Okay.
You're the one that talked to me.
Yeah, we're letting you know that guy was walking that way.
No, I stopped him.
I couldn't hear anything. That box was so loud.
Yeah, he gets
Would it be okay down there with the train coming?
I don't know. Do they not have a walkie-talkie?
No, they didn't have one. If I was going to give it to them, they'd already gone. They'll dead, but they can't cover their ears.
With electric?
What?
I didn't expect the train to come through.
Yeah.
run down there and make sure that they're okay, so they're under that train.
Oh,
And then I'll come back down here in a minute.
would they be that far? Or would they be like in between?
I don't know where they're at. I'll have to go down and catch up with them.
You don't want to just go in that way?
Well, we're probably over halfway by now.
Okay.
Where's the walkie?
You have the walkie-talkie? Here, yeah, shine it down there.
What's that big spider?
I know. Hold on. Okay, shine it down there.
It's that spider.
I know. Is it like open down there?
I've never been through.
I hope they're okay.
Remember how that old man said that the bridge got blown up a few times? Yeah. She's actually found the wreckage still back there.
Oh, wow. Be great for the video. Where is she going?
I don't know. She started walking.
She has so funny bad, so it's okay.
Is that open down there?
Yeah,
Up there?
you can walk up and
No, I mean like where they're walking. Like will they fall out?
No, those are great for. Huh?
Where do they have to infrared to get in there?
So right up over there, you go up under it, and you can climb up in it. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Y'all mind staying down here?
No.
Just kind of keep an eye on everything. I'll be. Are you want to go with? I got my watch. Let's do a check this week. We're just
Let's come to the sitting on the radio. Okay, good. Nothing ahead. I thought I caught something on channel 93, but it turned out just to be static.
Yeah. I couldn't tell me. There's been sticking out, but
Let's see if I can't catch anything now. What's the play button? And turn that on. Anybody on the bridge who'd like to say a few words, you can toss them into the box of my hand. Come on down, have a conversation. Anybody at all. Trying to break the system. Would anybody like to have a conversation? They're more than welcome to come on down and have a conversation with me. Just toss them into the box of my hand.
That's a bit of soldier.
So I thought I caught something going towards the Pantheon. Do we have any soldiers on the bridge with us today? Any of the Yankees? Any of the Confederates? Anybody who was on the bridge when it got blown to pieces? Something like it. Maybe I can hear somebody. Do we have anyone from the Civil War with us today?
Can't you flip it, stations?
Can you repeat that again, please? I think I'm picking up on the local radio. Interesting. Do we have any natives with us today? Any of the Native Americans who may have served with the Confederates during the war? Do we have anybody who was on the train during one of the first times that it got derailed from an explosion? I guess it must not be on the bridge. Is there anybody here with us today? If you'd like to say a few words, just talk to the box of my hand and I'll be able to hear you. Can you repeat that again, please? I think I caught somebody. There, smiling. That other trigger right there, it'll emit a red laser. See if you can scan, see if any abnormal temperatures around me. There, Johnny. Hey, Jared, you copy? I'm going to let you know they are okay. They're almost in, so we'll be out for you. Okay, so nobody got switched, right? 10 for 10, get back. Alright. See anything on the... Where's lighting up at? Okay.
I think it's supposed to flip through the stations.
That's what I'm doing.
Like it'll automatically do it. Like,
Say that again. I don't know if he's saying something or if it's saying it's too far away. There we go. Put my flashlight. I can't see Jack. Is there any spirits who would like to be here with us today? Who would like to talk to us, have a conversation? Anybody? Maybe from the Civil War, maybe before the war. Maybe a native who succumbed to the overtaking of the white man. you'd like to talk to me, talk to the box of my hand and I'll be able to hear you. Start off with something small, maybe tell me who you are, or tell me what you were doing during the time. If you're a soldier who happens to come across the sound of my voice in the radio, tell me which side of the country you served on, whether the Union or the Confederates. Come on now. Y'all ain't gotta be shy. Anything, Tanya? Maybe walk a little further back. That's the one that was talking to Jared earlier.
That's
Anybody
good.
at all would like to have a conversation? Maybe tell me who you are. Maybe tell me what you were doing back in the 1800s. Maybe maybe you were a worker on the bridge. Anybody at all? If you'd like to talk, come to the sound of my voice. Speak to me through the box. Come stand beside me and have a drink with me. Is there anybody where I'm standing who would like to talk? Maybe tell me who you are. Anybody at all? If you're standing here in this little pantheon with me, tell me who you are. Anybody who would like to have a conversation, please come on. I'm not picking up anybody. I just walk a little further on down the bridge, and then we catch something on your little handheld. They walk land down there. That's a big can pull. Everybody stay.
Just now, going into...
Why is the camera upside down?
Okay.
There we go. Is this Jacob recording?
No, this was me recording. Remember earlier I said, when we was in these tunnels, I don't know what's going on here. My screen on the actual camera kept...
Oh, flipping. Yeah,
it kept flipping. I don't know why.
Lots of technical difficulties.
Yeah, when things really started heating up, this happened.
I want to address this stick you see leaning against the wall a little further back.
Oh, yeah, you can kind of glimpse
We
of
found what looked like a small homeless encampment, sheets, pillows, other such stuff.
That cap is just dangling.
Yeah, you're not holding your cap, which is what you told me to do.
Yeah, no, I know.
So yeah, it's very possible that there were homeless people sleeping in there at one point. We safely put it to the side because we didn't want to mess with it because you know, we didn't know what was in there, but we kind of wanted it out of the way, out of shot. So
Okay, that's Jacob.
that's Jacob. So this was you, Jared. What were you exactly doing at this point in time?
So right here, this is when we had already walkied you, and we were...
Spiders. Lots of spider webs. I brought a machete to clear out spider webs. He did not really do that. He just kind of bobbed and weaved.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of spiders. It's hard to tell on camera. Just, I mean, they're very pretty, very magnificent, just awesome spiders.
They're huge.
He's seen one. I remember him telling me when him and Justin were coming back, because they're coming from the other end of the tunnel. They said they came across one on the other end that was like the size of your hand.
It wasn't that big, but it was definitely about like the body alone was the size of a quarter. So it was big. You know, it was very big. The legs alone made it about the size of a silver dollar. It was huge. I cut it in half because I don't play that shit. Are we allowed to curse in your videos?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Just not excessive.
This is me we're talking about.
True. So yeah, I did have the machete, but I was just like, okay, I'm going to be swinging at these spiders. I don't accidentally, because everything's just metal all the way around us. I didn't want to mess with the machete.
Yeah, I hit my blade.
It wasn't mine. So.
I hit my blade against the wall a couple times. It still seems to be holding up, though.
Yeah. Anyway. What am I doing?
Yeah, you are. This is some serious guerrilla style for videography you have going on here.
Okay, so right here is when we're stopping and we're going to do some K2 and EVP and just kind of check it out. And
hello.
Yeah, so I set the camera up and I just kind of had it there. I had the K2 below it, and of course, as far as I knew at the time, audio was recording. I did not know it wasn't.
So you were hoping to catch some spectral sounds?
Spectral sounds, orbs maybe out in the distance. Yeah, and then you just hear me in the background. But I did not catch any EVPs. The only thing that happened was the K2. It went up. It was just and then the next couple moments, it started spiking up.
We were at the opposite end of the tunnel. Essentially, we went down one tunnel that I had already cleared, so we were moving quick. And then by the time we got to them, they were about at this point, and we started coming in from the opposite direction. Oh.
That's just my flashlight.
Okay, alright, I was about to say. Some of this footage I'm seeing for the first time, so expect some reactions from me.
Yeah, I'm looking for orbs. And now, so on the last video, if you haven't seen the Old Bryce's investigation video, I think it's the only one on the channel right now, but
yeah.
Well, besides this one. But there was a part where I had seen a dot, and it was going up inside, but it was in the crematorium.
No, let them figure it out. I want to see if they can figure it out.
That is debunking. If we debunk it, we need to address it.
Okay, alright.
In the crematorium, I had an arrow point, and I asked, if you knew what this was. It threw me off guard. Something I forgot while we was there now, because it was a couple days before I got a chance to actually look over the footage, was the temperature gun has the laser reading, and it was just the laser dot I was seeing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we had the same thing happen in this video, and I'm like, there it is again. It wasn't like orbs that I've seen on camera before, so I didn't know what it was.
And I was doing the temperature readings, not him, so he probably didn't remember that. He wasn't obviously holding the temperature gun, so he didn't remember it. I had to actually remind him, I was doing temperature readings, so yeah, that was the latest.
Now, okay, so you'll see this later on in the video too, but temperature readings were...
So we didn't use the temperature gun this time. We used what's that?
It was the electronic. It's an EMF detector. It's just got a digital screen on it. It's a digital one. And it measures the EMF like the K2 does, but it also measures the temperature around. Not the most accurate, but it does pretty good.
I personally don't like it, but it was very useful in this sort of situation.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
so this is that.
So yeah, you can see this is what it was just, and it done this for how long did it do this?
It did this for the rest of the night, pretty much.
Yeah,
honestly.
as long as we was in that tunnel.
Yeah.
We was in there for a good half hour.
We were good in there for a while. Now, the reason we're sitting down is because we sat down for safety reasons, because the train came over us. And it doesn't shake violently, but it does sway, and I figure it's just safer to sit down and not risk it than, you know, stand up and try to with the balance. But yeah.
So right there you can see it goes all the way up.
It spikes all the way up, and you can see that I'm not against the wall. And again, the tunnels don't.
Yeah, this is
vibrate.
where we're checking. We're trying to see. Okay, you know, is it a spot?
Yeah.
Is the vibrations? What's going on? But it just stops.
The tunnels-
train is still going over us.
And hang on, let me make this clear. The tunnels don't vibrate. They don't shake like an earthquake. They sway slowly from the train because they're reinforced. They're not going to shake. That wouldn't be safe for the train. So
right here you're actually putting it up against.
and you can
nothing.
see it's barely triggering it, and that's to prove the point that the vibrations weren't what was setting it off.
Right.
Now I have a theory, and I don't want to say that this is the ultimate of what was going on. I have a theory that it's possible that the train was carrying something that was messing with our electrical equipment, but again, that's a theory. There's no way to confirm or deny that, because even after the train had been long gone, it was still acting up.
Now these things will go off sometimes. Like if it gets next to my phone while I'm using it, it'll go off. And there was times where we tried to test that, and
yeah, lots of testing because we couldn't believe what we were seeing.
As long as I've been doing this for years, and I've never seen it go up to 20 milliamps.
I mean, we've psyched ourselves out before because we forgot we had a phone in our hand or whatnot, and had it spike on us, and we're like, "What the hell?" But no, this was just doing this just consistently, and it was off and on. There was no pattern to it. It was just
and it answered questions. I mean, I think at this part of the video here, we're actually asking it questions, and you know, do you want us to stay? Do you want us to go? Do you want us to be one at a time as a group? And
asking it whether it was Union or Confederate, because this was a site on the Civil War. Just trying to get any sort of reaction we could out of it. It was nuts. Just lots of questions.
Okay, so you can see I had the a voice recorder out. We didn't get anything on the voice recorder.
No.
Nothing.
And it also seemed to, and we get this a lot, it also seemed to not like the spirit box. We've had 2 possible spirits that do not like the spirit box. And I don't know why. I think it's loud. I think it's loud and obnoxious, and I think that the spirits don't like it.
It's very possible. Because we would be getting hits like crazy like this. It'd just be going off, and we'd turn the spirit box on, and it was on. It was on cue. We would turn the spirit box on,
and it would just shut down. Just no activity whatsoever.
Turn it off, it'd start up again.
Yeah.
So it was very strange.
I mean, yeah, you can see I'm not shaking. It's hard to tell because of the camera, but I'm not shaking. I'm not moving. I don't have it near anything, and this is going nuts. It's going absolutely nuts.
It is.
And I'm just moving it around trying to figure out, like, where is this coming from? What is going on? And God, look how veiny my arms are. My adrenaline was pumping. I can tell you right now that you can see that, and my adrenaline's pumping. Like,
this was after the suitcase closed itself.
This was. Did we catch that on video?
I did not get that on video.
Okay, I apologize deeply, but I give you my word.
So what happened is
that suitcase shut close.
I haven't. Yeah, it's already closed.
Yeah.
It was already closed. We was going to leave. You know, it had stopped for a few moments, and we was going to leave. And I had, I don't know if you covered that, but I was just like, okay, we're going to leave now. And about that time, I asked another question. I don't remember what I asked. I asked
if you wanted us to leave.
Yeah, I asked if it wanted us to leave. And then the suitcase slammed shut, which could have been a yes or a no.
It was open because he had put all, I
was packing everything.
I
had just put the camera up. Because I was like, okay, we're done. And it did that, and then the K2, we still had that.
And we just grabbed everything and started recording again.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
it was nuts. But I mean, you can see this thing's just going nuts. I mean, and we're in a metal shell, okay? So like electronic signals, it's not happening. You know, we're not getting any. There's no way we can get any outside interference. I mean,
So, this is just a shout out to my guys up in Vermont, part of the New England Paranormal Researchers team. This is a place you would want to check out.
And this is a place that nobody's talking about, that nobody really knows.
The locals know about it.
Yeah, but they don't know exactly where the spot is. They think
Right.
it's the walking bridge. This is under the train bridge. And it's a bitch to get in there.
To say the least. I mean, you have to be pretty good at climbing. Once you're in, it's fine, but...
I'd like to camp out in there one night.
You're nuts.
I'm dead serious. I mean, it's very comfortable in there. Okay, so here's where you pulled out the spirit box. And you should be able to see that as soon as the spirit box is out, the lights really stop flickering. They might jump a little bit, but there's not that constant activity going on.
Like what you was seeing.
Yeah. And then as soon as... Yeah, it takes us a little bit to kind of figure out that the spirit box was not getting the result we wanted. And then we put the spirit box away, and it starts going haywire again. And that again contributes to the idea that...
So, okay, right there you see where we put it next to the thing. Well, maybe the spirit box, because we was holding it the whole time, it was on our hip. Wasn't it on our hip? Or did I have it in the box? Oh. Either way, testing, trying to debunk anything that might be causing it to go off.
And that's where we kind of realized that it wasn't responsive. It wasn't responsive to the environment around us. It wasn't like it was shaking or electrical residue. It was reacting to something else entirely.
Right.
So there's that temperature gun.
Yeah. And one of the things while we was using the spirit box, it was quiet. It was just constant static the whole time.
Yeah. So we're still doing some testing with the spirit box and the EMF detector. Or no, the K2? K2?
It's K2.
K2.
Well, it is the EMF detector.
K2 EMF detector, there you go.
I would say K2.
Yeah. We're playing some real life Phasmophobia here under the train tunnel. That would be an interesting map. A very boring map.
Very boring map, because there's nowhere to hide. No. I mean, to think about that train came over, or if, say there was an apparition that popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just saying. Well.
There ain't shit we can do about it.
There's no hiding.
We have 3 directions to go. We can go towards the apparition, away from the apparition, or into the water.
We can't fit in there.
There's those big gaps, remember? We can drop down into the pedestals.
That's big enough for some of us.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he's been... So he's gonna die.
He's gonna die. Sorry, Justin. You're gonna die.
You're gonna die. This will be your tomb.
That's a fun way to die.
Yeah. Maybe after one more round where we realized that the spirit box was interfering with the interactions we were getting. And would you say that's normal, that some spirits don't like certain gear?
Yes, sometimes they just won't react to things. Now that's the digital EMF detector I have. And okay, so what's weird about that is the K2 would go off. See, you can see the K2 still, flickering, not much. It really didn't like any other equipment out.
Yeah.
But what it started doing was the temperature that this reads
was flickering.
Yeah,
sequence of numbers.
You can see the temperature kind of at the bottom, just barely, so you can barely see it. But it would go from 822 or 82.2 to 82.4, and it just started going back.
We never researched what that was, too. We
gotta need to research that.
Figure what that is. I don't know. We don't know if it's a code, a coordinate. We don't know.
And it done it later on. It was doing it 84.9 to 85.1, and it kept going back and forth to doing that. That was way later on.
It was. I don't know. I can't remember.
I remember doing a 2-degree difference. So, I mean, still, it's doing a 2-degree difference, just back and forth, back and forth. Could just be the technology, but...
We're essentially looking at the numbers, trying to figure out. I mean, I think our buddy Justin even started looking to see if 82, 84 was a unit in the Civil War or something like that. We still have not figured it out. And if there's anybody in the comment section who has any ideas, I mean, I'm talking about ciphers, codes, locations, coordinates, units, whatever. Anything that
might have been well, so, some of the soldiers, I don't know about the Confederates, I'll have to look it up, but I know some soldiers, they'll have a number on them. Like a soldier 42, soldier 53, whatever. He could have been telling us which soldier he was.
Yeah. So if you have any idea what you think 82, 84 could possibly be, let us know.
82.2 and 82.4.
Yeah.
And then, yes, see right there.
Yeah, you can see it just going back and forth. 82.2, 82 is going to shift again.
Yeah, it's
So
at
it's
82.
holding at 82.2 right now.
Which that's actually about accurate to the temperature that was in there.
But it was just going back and forth, and the temperature really wasn't fluctuating that much. It was weird.
Yeah, the temperature gun was still
Yeah,
consistent, and then that one was going weird.
It felt colder than 82 for sure, though. Especially in that section. Where
Yeah,
we're
that
at.
section, and this entire tunnel is the width of the Tennessee River. And because, the train tracks.
It's the length. Technically, since we're walking, it's the length of the Tennessee River, but it's very narrow. So we're walking from one shore to the other.
Which would be the width, not the length.
Whatever. Since we're walking down it, it's
The length would be
for
from
us.
the beginning of the river to the end of the river.
Oh, whatever. Semantics. You're walking from shore to shore, essentially.
Yeah. But anyway, this was not far off. It wasn't like we wasn't in the middle or anything like that. It was kind of close to the shore because we hadn't been in it that long.
Yeah, we don't seem to be getting a lot of. I was on my phone doing something. I don't know.
Okay, I'll cut all this.
Don't die! Don't die! Don't die!
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
it's acting up
that's
again.
picking up again.
It's acting up again.
And it's just going back. And again, we're not doing anything to provoke a reading out of it.
Yeah, and that was one of the things. We never once provoked it. Well, Justin might have accidentally with his belt buckle. If there was Union soldiers down there and he's wearing a Confederate flag.
I mean, provoke the K2 meter, because you can manipulate the K2 meter
Yeah,
by
you can
shaking
manipulate
it or
it,
banging it or putting your tap. Like if you hold it a certain way and tap your finger against the back, which I'm telling you this as a full transparency because I don't want you guys to think that's what we're doing. We're not, but full transparency, if you hold it and you tap your finger against the back, you can get it to shake, but it's really obvious that somebody's doing it.
Yeah. I mean, and you can see when we're holding it, our fingers are wrapped around it, not on the back.
Yeah.
Because the sensor's right there on the back.
Yeah.
Now that one, the sensors are on the sides.
I personally don't like that tool. That's just
It's the same as the other ones, just got dual purpose.
It seems
It was cheap.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very accurate. And that is
a communication tool, yeah, but not most accurate.
And that is a bearded dragon having a fit in the background. So if anybody wants to say hi to our mascot Rocky, she's an idiot. Don't look at me like that. She's staring us down.
What'd you call me?
She ran over here to stare us down. So that's fun. I fed her too many roaches.
Yeah.
Now
No, she loves you now.
Now she's hyper.
I don't care.
So, not a lot going on here right now. Some poopy camera angles. He'll probably have to edit this.
Yeah, I'll edit all this. I'm just letting it play out that way if anything happens.
Yeah. Shout out to Rick and Morty, season 5. Haven't watched much of it, but it's a good show.
So you can see here,
That's our kit.
Yeah, it was more organized when we first got there. We was putting everything up.
Is this when the thing closed on us?
This was way after. We had already opened it back up again. We was getting ready to leave again.
I wish we caught that on camera. We were trying to that's right, we were trying to provoke it to close it for us again, but it just wouldn't do it. We had everything set up just in case it,
Yeah, but you can see the K2
flicker.
still flickering all the way up to 8 milligauss or so.
After a while, we just stopped getting sort of any reading, and I think the ghost got bored with us. Ghost spirit. You even tried to ask if it was a demon?
Well, I was trying to figure out, I was using that as communication. Okay, if you are a Confederate soldier, we would ask it to light up to the middle bulb. And then nothing. Okay, are you a Union soldier? Are you even human? Are you demonic? Are you angelic? Just trying to figure out, are you Native American? Because Native Americans went through this area as well, Trail of Tears.
We got no straight answers.
We could never get, anytime we would ask a direct question, there would be nothing, but it would just make it light up. I don't know, maybe it's fascinated by it or something.
Yeah. What if it was a child?
It's possible. Like
yeah.
Trail of Tears, there's going to be children, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know the kids can be very curious, but they like to cave under pressure if you give them too many questions.
Yeah.
They don't, So we were throwing like 100 questions a second, and it was crazy. We were asking everything we could.
Well, we would give it time to respond, but
I don't know. There was a couple of moments we were just slinging questions.
Yeah,
I think we were
like
we were anxious. We really wanted some.
He
sort
was
of
freaked
response. Again, I'm not.
Not easily scared, but when
I wasn't scared. I was like, what
startled.
is this? Yeah, like what's going on with this? I'd never seen some sort. Like I said, I've never seen interactions before. So this is my first real interaction with whatever this was. I am convinced that it's a spirit, but I would love to see people's all sorts of theories. As long as you're not rude or disrespectful, I would love to see all sorts of theories in the comment section about what you think it could be. Debunk it if you want. If you think it's something the train was carrying, something in the metal. If you think we're bullshitting you, as long as you're not rude, go ahead and give us your theories in the comments.
Yeah, there it goes again.
But yeah. All right. So I guess that's the end of our little summary of our investigation of the train tunnel access.
Yes, the access tunnel under the train system that goes through Bridgeport, Alabama. Again, if you know the area, I would recommend checking it out. There's a walking trail. We didn't get a chance to really explore it because everything was just dying and we was hungry and tired. We didn't get out of that train tunnel until almost 1 a.m., which isn't real late, but...
I would also suggest expressing caution. Make sure you have at least a knife on you. There are a couple crackheads there. And,
yeah, there are drug dealers and stuff.
It's very dangerous to get under the train, so make sure you are fit, comfortable climbing, comfortable squeezing in small places, and not arachnophobic.
Right, yeah, a lot of spiders.
Big ones.
Big ones.
Big ones.
Big ones.
They won't kill you, but they'll definitely put you in the hospital.
Maybe. It'll hurt. But yeah, that is all of it. Hope you enjoyed. Let us know what you think. And
don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell to get notifications.
All that wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
And we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.